The okapi is a very special and unique animal. It looks like a mix between a giraffe and a zebra, but it's not a zebra or a giraffe. The okapi has the long neck and body shape of a giraffe, but instead of a tall and spotted coat, it has a smooth, dark brown body. Its legs, though, have black and white stripes just like a zebra. This beautiful animal lives in the thick, green jungles of Central Africa, far away from most people. Where do okapis live? Okapis are only found in the dense rainforests of the Democratic Republic of Congo in Central Africa. They live in places that are so thick with trees that it's hard to see very far. These jungles are always green and full of tall trees that stretch towards the sky. The okapi loves to stay in these forests because the trees give it shelter and keep it hidden from any animals that might want to hurt it. The okapi is very good at staying hidden, blending in with the shadows of the forest because of its dark brown fur and striped legs. Unlike giraffes, which live in wide open savannas and grasslands, okapis prefer the cool, shaded environment of the jungle. They don't need to see far across open spaces, so they stay close to the tall trees and bushes where they can easily find food and stay safe. What do okapis eat? Okapis are herbivores, which means they only eat plants. They love to eat leaves, fruits, and twigs from the trees in the jungle. Because the forest is full of different plants, okapis have a lot of food to choose from. They use their long, flexible tongues to grab the leaves and twigs high up in the trees. Their tongues are so long and special that they can even lick their own ears. The okapi's long tongue helps it eat things that other animals can't reach. The okapi is a very picky eater, though. It doesn't just eat anything. It chooses its food carefully, looking for the tastiest leaves and the best fruits. This is how it stays healthy in the jungle, making sure it gets the right kind of food. Since there are many different plants in the forest, the okapi has lots of options to choose from, like leaves from different trees or soft fruits that fall from the branches. How do okapis look? The okapi has a body that is similar to a giraffe's, but it is much shorter and not as tall. It has a long neck that helps it reach the leaves high up in the trees. But its neck is not as long as a giraffe's, so it's easier for the okapi to walk through the jungle without hitting branches or vines. The okapi's fur is a dark brown color, which helps it blend into the shadows of the forest, making it hard for predators to see it. Its legs are what make it stand out the most. The okapi has black and white stripes on its legs, which look just like the stripes on a zebra's legs. These stripes help the okapi hide in the jungle. The sun shines through the trees in spots, and the stripes help the okapi blend in with the light and dark patches on the ground, making it even harder for predators to spot. The okapi also has large round ears that are very good at hearing. They help the okapi listen for sounds around it, like the movement of other animals or any danger nearby. The okapi's big ears help it stay safe, listening carefully to everything happening in the jungle. How do okapis behave? The okapi is a quiet, shy animal. It doesn't make loud noises like lions or elephants. Instead, it stays mostly silent and moves carefully through the jungle. The okapi likes to be alone, so it doesn't live in big groups. It prefers to walk around the forest by itself, looking for food and keeping away from other animals. Even though the okapi is peaceful, it is also very careful. It uses its sense of smell and hearing to stay safe. If it hears something moving or smells a predator nearby, it will freeze and stay very still. It has excellent hearing, so it can listen for sounds from far away. If the okapi feels safe, it will keep walking, always looking for the best places to eat and stay hidden. How do okapis reproduce? Okapis are very private when it comes to having babies. When it's time for an okapi to have a baby, it usually does so in the safety of the forest, away from other animals. A female okapi, who is called a doe, will give birth to just one baby at a time. The baby okapi is called a calf. The calf is born with dark fur, and it will stay with its mother for a long time, learning how to find food and stay safe. A baby okapi is very small when it is born. It weighs only about 2 kilograms, 4.4 pounds, at birth. After a few days, it can stand up and walk around. The mother keeps her baby close to her, teaching it everything it needs to know to live in the jungle. The baby stays with its mother for about 1 year before it is ready to leave and live on its own. This time spent with its mother is important because it helps the baby learn how to survive in the wild. The okapi's babies grow slowly, and it takes a long time for them to become adults. Okapis are very careful about where they give birth, choosing a spot where they can stay hidden from predators. The mother stays close to her calf, making sure it is safe and well cared for until it is strong enough to live independently. How are okapis protected? Okapis are not easy to find in the wild because they live in such a dense and thick jungle. The forests where they live are difficult to explore, and the okapis are very good at hiding. However, because their forest homes are being destroyed by people cutting down trees, the okapis are in danger. Their habitat is shrinking and they are losing the places where they live. To protect the okapis, people have created special areas in the Congo called national parks. These parks are protected places where the okapis and other animals can live safely without the threat of their homes being destroyed. Scientists and wildlife organizations are working hard to keep the okapis safe, and they are trying to make sure that the jungles stay protected for future generations. The okapi is a very special animal that lives in the jungles of Central Africa. It has a mix of the characteristics of a giraffe and a zebra, but it is unique all on its own. The okapi's gentle nature, beautiful stripes, and careful ways make it a creature that is truly one of a kind. Even though it is hard to find in the wild, we can work together to protect the okapi and its home so that it will continue to live peacefully in the jungles for many years to come.